Oh, well, hey, bitch. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another review on Sweet Life. Girl, listen, let's go ahead and get into episode 2, honey, because we pick up where we left off. Y'all know on episode 1, all right? We see where Miss Motherfucking Thailand got real disrespectful, okay? Got real disrespectful with, what's his name? Amanda's boyfriend. I can't even think of his name at this time. Let me see if I have it right out the gate. Girl, I ain't even got it. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? The name? Girl, I ain't even got it in front of me. Rob. That's the I was gonna call him Ray. That's what I was thinking about. So she got real disrespectful with him. Next thing you know, we see PJ and Jalen going at it because obviously Miss Thailand has to talk. She has to be heard. Okay. So she got some things that she wants to say. So then of course her man is like, don't nobody else need to talk. Just let her talk. So then PJ said, okay, then let her talk. So that's when we see where Jalen and PJ are about to get into it. And if you ask me, I do feel like Jalen is definitely bothered by PJ. I'm not sure what it is. It could be because he's getting closer with his friend, right? It could be that he's getting much closer with what's his name? Getting much closer with Rob, and that's one of his closest friends. So maybe he doesn't like that. Okay, so that's what it's really given, right? So Cheryl says that Ty needs accountability. This is what she says in the confessional. She is a never held accountable for her actions, and says that Ty did PJ the same way she did Gerald. And I'm here for Cheryl because I do agree with that. Okay, Miss Ty, you are a mess, girl. You have to get that under control. Sometimes you're not always right, and you're definitely wrong, in my opinion. And how you handled Rob was out of the like, you should not have done that, in my opinion. I feel like he's not saying that he's anti-Ty. I think he was just saying anybody that comes off as anti-Ty, you're upset, you can't be checked, you try to cancel them completely out of your life, like it's no going back type thing. Like, you got to work on some stuff. So PJ and his fam, okay, he tells his mom and his sister how the girls are mad at him at this time, and that he also talks about Rebecca bringing up some old stuff. His sister sees that Rebecca is doing too much. His sister sees exactly how I see it. Like he don't owe them nothing. He's already apologized. Let him move on about his business. F her. High key, that's how I feel. But the mama is like, no, 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 no. Women are different. Okay. She's like, women are different. We handle things differently. And all this other jazz is what the mama is out here spewing, girl. Talking about how they handle things differently. She probably got her feelings on her sleeve or whatever. So basically the mama feels like he should sit up there and have a conversation with her. And I'm like, he ain't gotta talk to her about for real. And she's like, well, just to listen. I'm like, girl, I probably would have gave my son the same advice I gave the sister gave the bro. Like, F her. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I understand where the mama was coming from, but what else do you want PJ to do? She need to go off and work on her own shit and heal her own stuff. Like, it is what it is. Okay. Speaking of Becky, Brianna and Becky apologized for showing her ass on PJ, I guess, at Brianna's party. So Becky making it seem like things are still weird between them. And I'm like, why are you acting like it's weird between y'all when this boy really ain't even talking to y'all? So it's talking to you. Okay. So if it's weird on anybody's part, it's really weird on your part because you're trying to hold on to something that really ain't that deep for real, for real. Okay. And he's trying to move on from, okay. Anyway, I said, but y'all don't talk. Then you blaming him for your depression. Like, girl, stop. You brought that on yourself. Okay. You brought that stuff on yourself. Stop trying to put that off on him and stop trying to put it off on Miami. I don't like that. So Brianna told her she appreciates the apology, but sometimes as a friend, she wants her to just keep it together. Okay. Because it was her event. She was trying to do something big for herself. So, girl, I need you to pay attention and understand that some things ain't always about you. But also, Miss Brianna, if you're going to call out Becky and how she handled it, you need to call out Amanda because Amanda should have never brought him over there thinking that it was going to be the best time for the girls to have a conversation with him, knowing the whole time the girls was just going to snap on him. So you need to get Miss Amanda in check too, because Amanda ended up popping over there to her house, at least to Becky's house, that she hasn't seen or talked to Ty nor Rob since everything went down. So Brianna asked Amanda what she thinks Ty would have done. And I love this question though. Brianna said, what you think Ty would have did if you would have sat up there and called Jalen a weak ass nigga? Like, what would she have done? And then Amanda said, what, excuse me? And I'm like, what the hell you mean, what, excuse me? And that's what Brianna was saying. Like, what you mean, what, excuse me? Like, ma'am, she just called your Nigga a weak Nigga. Like, that's what she just said. And I just feel like any insult to your man is an insult to you. And that's just on P. And I just felt like that was whack. Okay. So Amanda says that she never say oh yeah, she said she would never say that to Jalen. She was like, I'll never say that to Jalen. Amanda is afraid to pick a side when it comes to her man and her best friend, so she starts to cry. And Brianna says that Ty needs to apologize, and I agree. Because she was out of line and she was wrong. Out of respect for your good friend, you should not want to say no shit like that, calling this man a weak ex. NIGGA. Are you serious? And then what would you consider your man? What is your man? Girl, I hope you don't think he a strong one. Let's be honest, because if you ask me, I don't really think he really into Ty. For real, for real. And I could be wrong, but I'm over here questioning, like, are you really into her, or are you over there trying to holler at this girl based on the benefit? I don't know how long they've been together, but I do know I think he has like a little past or whatever. He used to be a little troublesome little person, and she's trying to help him get his life and stuff together. So it's like, are you really into her? Okay. Or is there some, anyway, child, y'all finish it up. Let's get to Ty and Jalen, okay? Because Jalen says he's willing to hold himself accountable as they sit down and they talk about the night and what all happened. He says he's willing to hold himself accountable, but says that everyone needs to accept accountability. So also I said they acting like they surprised that Rob and PJ are friends, and that's what's bothering me too. Like, y'all act like he can't be friends with nobody else. It's just that y'all feel a way about PJ, and y'all are shook at the fact that Rob is forming a friendship with him. But PJ is trying to help Rob elevate with the career that he wants. Are y'all trying to do that? Are y'all trying to do that? And that's something that's very funny to me when it comes to friendships, and it's interesting to see it with the guys, because sometimes you got to be mindful of the friends that you have, because if you're on a journey trying to be successful in one area and their friend doesn't pitch in or anything, but as soon as you meet somebody else that's aligned with what it is that you're trying to do, that same friend that don't want to help you with that, they start to kind of like feel away. It's gonna be subtle little things that they do start feeling away. You might want to be mindful of said friend, okay? Because said friend is hella jealous, which is the reason why they wasn't trying to help you before. But now that somebody else then came along, you know what I'm saying, matching your wavelength, then now they want to sit up there and feel away. Like, don't feel away, baby. Don't feel away. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay. Jalen told Miss Thailand that she shouldn't have tried Rob like that, like calling him out his name. And I agree. And I'm glad that he told her she should have never did that. Like, you was fucking wrong. Okay. And then Jalen calls Ty, I guess calls out Ty for not controlling herself and putting him in an awkward position because he has to defend her as her man. Right. And she definitely needs to learn how to control herself. Okay. And I'm like, see, even her man says that she never likes to take accountability. He said it in the confessional. She doesn't. So that's going to be the theme of the season. Miss Ty not willing to accept accountability. So hopefully we'll see that out of her. Okay. So I'm clapping my hands like, yes, Jalen, I'm with you on that. Now, Ty is saying that she feels like it's a double standard and tells him that no one told him to swing on PJ. And she absolutely correct. Nobody did tell him to swing on PJ. And that right there is a personal issue that I feel Jalen has with PJ. That ain't got nothing to do with Miss Girl. That ain't got nothing to do with Ty. That's really on you. Just like Ty said, my issue really ain't even with PJ. My issue was with Rob. You the one who decided to step to the front and do this extraness that wasn't warranted on your end. So don't try and put that on me. And I definitely agree with her on that. Okay. I said she thinks he is blaming her for his actions or whatever. But no, I said no, but he is calling you out on yours. Okay. She felt like he was blaming her for his actions or whatever. And I feel like she was right on that. But at the same time, he is calling you out about your actions and how you handle yourself, because he is going to have to show up for you. And the moment he doesn't show up for you because he feels like you're doing too much, then he got to deal with you in your mouth and you feeling a way about him not having your back. You see what I'm saying? So neither one of y'all are in the right in this. Okay. I said, y'all both just said everybody is at fault. This is what both of y'all say. Everybody is at fault. So, Ty, you can't sit up here and try and push accountability back off on your partner when all of y'all just sat up here and said that everybody was at fault. So you have to own your percentage in what it is that you did and not try and put it off on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but you did this and that, and don't try and put that off on me. And da, da, da. Yeah, he also has to be held accountable for his part, but that doesn't mean that you don't either. Let's be clear. So Brianna and Marcus, okay, so he takes her on a date to the football field for some workouts to see if she could take direction. I said, what the fuck? What are you talking about, sir? Excuse me, to see if she could take direction. I would have ended the date right there. Like, are you kidding me? We don't need to have a conversation. We don't need to talk because you're full of shit, and I don't trust you, baby. Okay, so I don't even know why Let that go. Okay, so he talking to her about what he looking for in a woman, but then he was up there talking to her like she was about to be on his teammate. I'm sorry, be on his team. He was talking to her like a coach would talk to a player when a player's like, what kind of team, what kind of teammates you looking for, or what are you looking for in your football players or whatever. Yeah, I'm looking for somebody that's going to be loyal to the team. I'm looking for somebody that's going to get up early mornings and going to be willing to stay late. Okay, I need a team worker. Okay, I need somebody that's willing to work in a team and understand that they are not the only person. Like the way he was talking to her was giving coach, and I do not like this shit. I said, girl, he probably got a roster of BITs. But what had me hollering was when she sat up there and said she like her guy's medium ugly, and he paused and said, wait a minute, so am I medium ugly? Like, what are you trying to? Am I what? And I said, baby, definitely given that, but that's none of my business because I'm not the person beholding the eye. Okay, that would be her. All right, I don't even know if she answered the question, but girl, we see each other. Let's keep going. Okay, she said she don't want no man that's prettier than her. Well, girl, the other dude that you ended up going on a date with, I can't even think his name, the one that live out there in New York or whatever. Fine, about as pretty as you sure you don't want a man, okay, like that? Girl, you was over there just trying to create a joke because the other man up there in New York got to go on one and he about as pretty as you. All right, so I don't know what it is that you're talking about. Homeboy got to go on, in my opinion, but let's keep going. Amanda and Rob. So, what else I got? She said the ladies were coming to a resolve with PJ, and this is what she said. She lying to him. She said she didn't like how he inserted himself because the ladies was coming to a resolve with PJ. No, the y'all were not. Y'all were ganging up on that man, and so his friend had to step in because it was definitely giving 4-on-1. Okay, y'all was hanging. Yeah, I already talked about that. So Rob says Ty called him a week NIGGA. Do you know Amanda sat up there and said she never heard her say that? And it doesn't matter if you heard her say that because Brianna already told you. Brianna and Becky already told you what she said. And then now your man standing in your face telling you what was said, and you still want to sit up here and Thomas acting oblivious. Like you didn't know what that girl, no. And I'm like, you heard a lot of stuff. So you mean to tell me you didn't hear this girl call your man a weak NIGGA? You definitely heard that. Stop acting stupid, okay? What else going on? Amanda wants him to understand where she is in the situation. But he like, I hear you, but you just not hearing my point. Like I'm understanding where you're coming from, but you're not understanding where I'm coming from. I know it's difficult for you because that's your best friend, but I'm also your man, somebody that you're trying to create a future with. And as much as you want me to have your back, I'm gonna need you to have my back, even if that does mean having to check your friend and let her know how to treat you and how to treat me. Sometimes that's just what it is. Okay. So Amanda asking him, how does he know they don't hold his friends hold her friends accountable? I was so glad he said this because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if you did, she would not be doing the same that she's doing now. And that's exactly what he said. Like, girl, if y'all did hold her accountable, it would show. She would not have gone that far and said the things that she said, and she does it over and over and over again. Like, come on now. Anyway, so Amanda and Tylen do have the sit down. Amanda tells Ty that her calling him a weak NIGGA was whack. I said, you better show up, Amanda, and get her together. Ty says that she felt like Rob was trying to embarrass her, and it's weird for him to approach like that. Girl, that man was not trying to embarrass you. He really wasn't. And how dare you feel like he's trying to embarrass you when you sitting up there trying to embarrass PJ? Make it make sense for me. See, when the energy was coming back in your direction, you couldn't take it. You didn't like it. All right. So anyway, Amanda says, no, I was saying Amanda, yes, call her out. Tylen lying, bringing up this anti-tie thing. I said he didn't say no anti-tie, so stop saying that. And he's not anti-tie. That's not what he was trying to say. Okay, so you could cut that out. And Ty didn't seem to be moved by Amanda when Amanda was up there crying and shedding tears, trying to let her know how difficult this is for her. In my opinion, I just felt like Ty wasn't moved, budged, bothered for real, for real. In my, that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we gonna see. Like, I don't know, Ty. I don't know if you're 100% emotionally intelligent, but we just gonna see. Hopefully, you learn a lot about yourself this particular season. But girl, it was giving whack for me. You definitely was wrong. You was out of line, and I'm glad that your man did not just continue to go along with the BS, and that he also called your ass out for your works. And I hope that your friends continue to do so. Okay, but yeah, that's really it, y'all. That's all I got for episode 2. I just wanted to come to you guys real quick, like for a review on Sweet Life Los Angeles, honey. Okay, we had to talk about it. Let me know your thoughts, how you're feeling about the episode so far, girl. I've already watched 3 and 4, but I gotta go back and rewatch it, girl, because I was watching it for enjoyment, but I ain't really take no notes for real. But we'll go ahead and we'll get into that stuff. Okay, so that's all I got, honey. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you cut your notification bells on and all that great jazz. And I will catch you guys in the next one.